Hello and welcome to my top 5 Payday heists. Bank heist. How could any top 5 heist list on Payday be real if it didn't have the good old Harvard and Trustee bank heist? An obvious classic, probably many people's first heist in the game. It was definitely mine. I remember doing it a bunch of times and not knowing what the hell was going on. This was actually the first heist that I found out you could actually stealth in this game. It wasn't me that stealthed it, but I was in a lobby with a bunch of more experienced players, pretty much did nothing, and I was just standing there thinking, what the hell just happened? This is absolutely awesome. I got all this money and no cops showed up. I thought, well, this is fantastic. And that's kind of where I got the bug for stealth, and it grew from there. It's a cool little small heist, played a few different ways, different builds, different play styles, and I can honestly say that I've not gone through one infamy where I have not completed a single bank heist. The big bank. This is a large-scale bank compared to the Harvard and Trustee bank, but this one can be a beast and very, very rewarding. This one takes a ton of skill and determination to do solo stealth and a ton of patience if you decide to stealth it with a group. There's so many different aspects to consider, some very, very tricky random elements too. So proceed with caution, but the feeling of reward when you complete it is amazing. Big bank is also an excellent heist to do loud, many moving parts and parts of the bank to travel to complete it. Big money reward on high difficulties if you get every piece of loot too. So once again, solo stealth run on Death Wish, all bags, no detection is a thing of beauty.
3.
Hoxton Breakout. What more needs to be said about Hoxton Breakout? Now, this is obviously a lot of people's favourite, or a lot of people's worst, to be honest, because they've grinded it so much. I know I did, but I still love it. It's still number 3 on the list. Either way, it's a classic. Basically, you follow the armoured truck through the streets in day 1, moving out obstacles out of the way, into the parking garage where shit gets real, find the room with a spinning bulldozer on the chair, and voila, day 1 is done. Day 2, a sweet contrast to day 1 with a bunch of random stuff that needs to be complete to break into the computer and retrieve the server. Be careful, everyone has their idea about keycards on day 2, so be aware you may piss somebody off if you close the door or open the armory when everybody is already carrying ammo bags. A great heist that is action-packed with no downtime, a great storyline, and amazing XP. For a challenge, of course you have Death Wish difficulty and a pro version, but you're going to need some good players for that and a lot of patience. And of course, tabula rasa. Let's open up that extra class slot.
2.
Shadow Raid, a true classic, the only no loud heist in the game. A favourite with a lot of people. It's atmospheric, it's challenging, it's tactical, and at times extremely frustrating. The higher the difficulty, the more loot you will need to complete, and the more guards on the map to sneak past. Yes, it can be rushed with a team of ECMs, but you miss out on the beauty of the heist, the dripping noises of water in the sewers, the sudden sight of a guard's flashlight coming around the corner, and the painstaking movement penalty of the sacred artifact. Every time you get the elusive armor, you do feel like you have to rush to get out and try not to be seen, and it's a great feeling of satisfaction if you do. Yes, the XP is terrible, and for good reason. The payout is good if you need some in-game cash, but this heist is about the process of doing the heist and navigating the random aspects to keep it 100% quiet.
1.
Firestarter. Who would have seen this one coming? This one is a sweet 3-day heist that can be extremely challenging and always fun. So day 1 can be done on Death Wish difficulty with a good team and a saw build in under 4 minutes. But you want a challenge, then stealth this day. One of the hardest stealth challenges to do is to day 1 stealth on Firestarter. It's easy to think that it's not possible after trying and trying, but it can be done. Stick with it. Day 2, your choice, stealth or loud, or even part stealth and then loud. If you can stealth up to cutting the wires, then you have no security barrier and it makes the heist a lot quicker. Problem is that if you went loud on day 1, like 99.9% of people will, you will not have an amazing stealth build for day 2, so be careful. Either way, this day is fun. Death Wish difficulty will require 2 servers to be removed at the end, plus any loot you get out of the cage. Snipers and cloakers will not want you to leave on your way out, so beware. Day 3, well, what do you know? You get a standard bank heist thrown in here too. It was number 5 on this list, but Firestarter gives you one in the mix here too. So again, play it stealth or loud, or stealth to a point, but always fun. Even funnier when someone puts the drill on and the power isn't off yet. Yes, we'll type LOL when someone does that. Firestarter, 3 different days, but 3 fun days, loud or stealth, solo or team, great XP, and for a challenge, go for Death Wish Pro Job difficulty. That one is always fun. And that is it. That is my top 5 heists in Payday 2. I'm sure that not everyone is going to agree with me. In fact, there's probably a lot of different opinions, but that's great. That's what this is all about. So, in the comments below, leave me your 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and let's see how close they are. Thanks for watching, guys, and look out for my top 5 worst heists in Payday 2.